For generations, Dongvan Karst Plateau is now inhabited by over 10 ethnic minority groups such as Hmong, Tây, Dao, Nung, Dây, Lao Co, Lolo, and so on. This had created one of the cultural parts that was the most varied and special in the great family of Vietnamese ethnic minority groups. There are many traditions, customs, cultural forms, art, festival, legend, tale, fable, or production method, as well as the way to integrate, adapt, and fight effectively due to the natural changes that had been surviving and passing by traditional from one generation to another. Numerous archaeological sites had been advocated in recent years, contributed further evidence to prove that recent Asian land Dongvan Karst Plateau were inhabited by people during its long history. In recent years, a number of cultural heritages has been investigating, researching, evaluating, and ranking at the country level. This involves the level of human culture, uniqueness, and specific of the plateau. This includes a number of examples such as Lũng Cú Plate Tower standing atop a dragon mount, Vương Chi Sinh Hormone Palace, Dongvan Asian Town, Khâu Vai Love Market, Mapilang Post, Lolo Bronze Drum, Kapsak ceremony of Dao people. It highly confirms that Dongvan conversion of many types of heritage value, in which geological context and geological heritage value are the foundation and the basis for the most other value, biodiversity, cultural heritage, forest. Geopark Global Geopark Network. Geopark is a natural special area which has clear border, including a collection of geological heritages such as useful for research study. The collection is distributed in certain areas suiting with natural landscape, as well as including other value of biological diversity, archaeological history, society, and culture in order to develop the local economy through expanding tourism and services. Up to now, Global Geopark Network consists of 19 members from an international network in 28 countries. The members were recognized by Global Geopark Network, GGN, an international non-governmental and non-profit organization. The GGN provides a legal platform for cooperation and exchange between experts and practitioners in geological heritage and international community all over the world through cooperation in the global network partner and activities under the controlling of UNESCO. Being a member of GGN aims to promote and preserve the earth geology heritage, as well as to encourage the research and development of the community in the relation to this heritage. The status of each geopark and its management and performance shall be subject to the periodical review within 4 years. Should the geopark not fulfill the criteria, it shall be removed from the member list of the GGN. Dongvan Plateau Global Geopark, the fourth and only geopark in Vietnam, located in the territory of 4 districts in the north of Hà Giang province, namely Quảng Bạ, Yên Minh, Dongvan, Mèo Vạc, with total area of over 2,300 km. Its average elevation is 1,400 to 1,600 meters above sea level. in the existing value of Dongvan Plateau Geopark includes non-renewable heritage and renewable heritage. However, the renewable heritage will be ruled if there has no longer the conservation. The renewable will become the non-renewable without well conservation. The man will be permanently lost precious values that nature had been told. Thus, there is an arguable requirement that people must understand and direct conservation, restoration, and promotion them as sustainable human resources. The value of geology and geomorphology. The stone, especially limestone, is produced by marine settlement, which proves that Dongvan Karst Plateau used to be the sea. The plateau is formed by the movement of tectonic activity. It also means that everything often obeys its own rule. The fossils in the Karst Plateau are said to be abundant too. They are not studied and advocated sufficiently. It can be said that the plateau has diverse fossils, including up to 26 species found only in Dongvan Plateau, especially plateopod fossil in Mã Dongvan, trilobite fossil in Dragon Mountain, Dongvan Lũng Cú, Crinoid fossils in Lũng Pù Càn Tu Phin, Melvak. Fusionellid fossils in Dongvan ancient town, along with fossils of many species cybernetic bacteria. This becomes the basis to study, identify the formation history of the highland. The geological movement has lasted over 500 million years up to now. The falls of the plateau is extremely special, with undulating falls, different slope form of the surf, and each dry and deep in rock. This makes up such a beautiful picture. There is a real potential for geological tourism that no area owns. Also, this is a place for studying the movement of earth crust. The process of creation and long weathering has made an extremely rich appearance of Dongvan Plateau geomorphology. The karst between majestic mountains which creates a distinction between high mountain karsts and fields in the narrow space, typically two sand canyons, a unique facial and rarely seen picture for potential of developing tourism. Cave system. The process of karstization combined with active tectonic activity is also strongly manifested on the Karst Plateau in form of caves with shining stalactite tone column, Komi Cave, Aung Cave, Naluang Cave, and many other caves in the highland. Valuable resources. The value of mineral resources, sedimentary origin forest metal and non-forest metal such as antimony, tungsten. There are also a various rock resources, including 19 types of wheat, 10 types of plankstone. Many other beautiful rocks are valuable for construction, decoration, and jewelry. Forest resources. Forests with broad mountain landscape are very special. They are primitive forests, especially to natural conservation areas, which are placed to save, conserve, and genetic resources of animals and plants. The value of intangible cultural heritage. The value of intangible cultural heritage as a product of struggling for a long time to overcome the natural element and so on. This has been summarized to subsist and practiced through generations. Also, there has become the legend in the message to each race. Moreover, there has become the traditional or religion of each race or worship the ancestor, heaven and earth. Praise love at Kovai market. It's typical to lead the worship of Plolo group, the worship of God Forest in Pupel group, the Gotao Festival of Hormone group, or Kupsak Festival of Thou group, the Pen Pie dancing of Hormone group, the Festival of Wishing Rain of Plolo group, and so on. All of the intangible cultural heritages are to educate the next generation as a cross-culture without losing the character of each ethnic minority group. The value of tangible cultural heritage. The value of tangible cultural heritage as a specific product of the cultural race in Plato, as a specific work which shows the soft will, reliant, solidarity, kindness of all races, such as the architecture of Vương Palace, the architecture of Dong Văn Asian Trees, Trinh Thường House architecture. The wall of the house was built by using clay, soil mixed with straw instead of brick. Laying stone fences, laying stone field located in the hood, Terry Field, Lũng Cú National Plateau, clothes and jewelry of all races. The value of tangible cultural heritage are varied and valuable in educating human beings to read, truth, kindness, and beauty, modern without losing the character of each race. The value of biological diversity. Floral system in Dong Văn Plateau is very diversified, including 289 species of higher plant of 83 families. There are many kinds of precious wood and precious medical herbs, such as Amentotaceous Guananesis, Podocarpus breviloris, Capressus fenebrate, Tacet wariciana, Mentha, Phopia multiflora, Tacet wariciana with 70 cm diameter and other special species such as Paris polypila, Capolosus hananesis. In terms of animals, they are popular cattle and poultry. Besides, this one kind of bred chicken with blackbird together with other varied and wild animals, namely squirrel, lizards, salamander, the token snake-nosed monkey. The token snake-nosed monkey is one of 25 most endangered primates in the world. It can be so that, thanks to special natural geographic conditions, Dong Văn Plateau is endowed with abundant diversified colonies with wild animal and ray and the present genetic resources in which the many races are extremely endangered and listed as critical endangered on the Red Data Book of Vietnam. Environment. Besides having the tropical climate to suit with the development of many animal species, the Karst Plateau also has temperate zone climate known as Quảng Bạ, Dong Văn, and so on, which have formed a convenient environment, primary forest, natural resources like Du Gia, Bát Đại Sơn, and so on. All of these had created a living environment for people, vegetation, and animals. It also had provided a living condition, pills for treating disease, fresh air, and is a place for treating. It's a place for resting, playing, entertaining, or recovering health. It can be said that The few places had pure environment combining with harmony as Dongvan Karst Plateau does. Protection and conservation. Starting from the values of heritage in the park, especially heritage that cannot be renewable. Therefore, for the value of geological and geomorphology heritages, protecting strictly to keep the geological heritages originally, like the fall of rock, the high peak, rock deserts, remain mountain, caves, and rock mountain fossils, the whole form and position. Studying, fighting, and promoting the new heritage landscape that had not been explored yet. Protecting the structure of surface, geomorphology, especially stone rock of cat ears. Building the process to introduce to visitors about heritage, fossils, landscape, and so on. Protecting the special values of cultural intangible heritages, choosing the most one of the process or high human values, the traditional cultural values and norms that suit with the general development of humanity, keeping, promoting, and choosing the traditional cultural beauty, even the special ones, which do not suit with the development of humanity, to struggle and remove them. Embellishing and restoring the cultural tangible values, showing the self-reliance of overcoming all difficulty to reach truthfulness, honesty, and beauty. Similarly, selecting to accept the nine quintessence of humanity, making the nation culture in Dongvan Karst Plateau more varied and modern. Protecting and reinforcing the natural protected area, plant species, animal species in the park, especially the wild plant and animals that are rare and species. Restoring some local special plants by collecting them and establish several areas for the landscape, including peach tree, plum tree, pear tree, and mint tree. Community includes all classes of people in society who are living, working, studying inside or outside the Karst Plateau, and visitors. All the way ranging awareness of protecting geological heritages, never abusing the fault of road. Protecting the geological heritages means protecting the geomorphology heritages, the face of landscape. The road advocation to meet people needs must obey the state regulation. All road advocating activity casually means abusing the community benefit itself, the whole country, and the whole world in the Karst Plateau. The fossil heritages are non-renewable property. They are true places to humanity. Thus, each person in Karst Plateau must always have awareness to protect fossil heritages, not to move the rock or stone out of the explored position, not to own, not to abuse or deform the fossils. For the landscape of Karst Plateau, like rock desert, stone columns remain rock like twin mountain, rock statue, cliff broken surface in Quan Ba, stone column in Zuza Yên Minh, rock forest in Lung Tam, and many other places which are beautiful surface of landscape that nature has created. Human cannot create it. These are the so-called preserved property. They are so-called preserved property of humanity, and then each one must be aware of protecting, not allowed to abuse these properties. Every abusing activity to this one means abusing to Vietnamese people and others all over the world. The cave system was a product of karst process inside the limestone mountain, were also the result of eroding process millions of years ago. The stalactite of the cave was the result of the eroding process accumulating for a long time. Therefore, you are not allowed to perforate, to carve, hew, or draw into the cave, especially no heating, destroying only the stalactite inside the caves. The mining settlement must obey strictly the planning and the regulation of environment protection. Every activity that pollutes the environment or breaks the landscape in the karst plateau is to commit a crime and need to be punished strictly. The exploitation of water resources in the karst plateau to build hydropower, lake, dam to prevent river and stream must ensure the saving water resource. The karst plateau is like a water. No breaking the landscape, no making imbalance the ecology. Thus, the calculation must be careful, obeying strictly the planning and regulation of state. Every activity for the person or group that breaks the landscape or balance ecology, wasting of the water resource means committing crime to the national benefit and need to be punished strictly under the law. Cultivated land in the karst plateau is rare, thus the community had to use the land economically. Each family must arrange land planning suitably, house for living, garden, pathway to each family, bond, and land for producing, according to the criterion of building new villages and cultural village tourism. Forest resource in karst plateau is quite precious. It's not only stored to protect the genetic resource, but also to protect environment or the potential to develop tourism. Every deforestation activity, illegal forest exploitation or uncontrolled burning as to destroy the living environment, destroy the potential to develop tourism. This activity must be punished strictly under the law. Intangible cultural heritage are stable heritages which were formed and reinforced during the development of ethnic minority groups when living in the karst plateau. However, due to the development of history, through its different states, living conditions has nice and beautiful heritages that suit with the certain stage of development. The history of development in the next stage was not suitable anymore, and they became to be supported against the development. Thus, the ethnic groups in the community in the karst plateau must study with careful choice. Tangible cultural heritages were also formed and reinforced through many generations, but They not only existed in mental field, but also so in the specific object that directly affected the daily life of each person and serving directly for the needs of humans. They are too precious to each one that well. Therefore, each individual had to self-protect, preserve, and embellish these heritages as Lũng Cú National Plateau, Vương Palette, Đông Văn Asian Street, Terrace, Lane Stone Fields, Trinh Thương House Architecture, Lane Stone Fences, traditional specialized villages, bed textile, brocade textile, and so on. For each tangible cultural heritage, each person has not amplified a modern life without losing identity. Plants and animals in the Karst Plateau are various with many preserved species types. There are also some special species and endemic that creates an integrated system helpful to humanity. For plants, everybody in the Karst Plateau must be obliged to protect the humanity as preserved type of wood, medical plant, protecting to develop naturally the preserved wood plant and medical plant, combining with watering, caring of them, breeding spread the medical plant. People also had to recreate some trees for the beauty of the local landscape to become the concentrated population such as peach tree, pear tree, plum tree, and so on, which are fruit trees with high economic value, are potential to develop the tourism. To protect the living environment of ourselves and create an attractive environment for visitors, each individual must build, organize family and house where they live neatly, beautifully. This is also meant to prevent themselves from disease, as well as showing the civilization with visitors. They must implement the strategy, tiny house, beautiful garden, reorganize the sanitation facility, livestock building through the program of rebuilding new village. No throwing rubbish or domestic waste indiscriminately. Rubbish and domestic waste must be collected to some regulated places and must be processed. More trees must be planted. The living environment green, clean, beautiful in each family, each village must be built. Every arbitrary life activity for a head benefit that exploit forest products illegally, wood, medical plant, bird, animals, as the activity destroying the living environment of individual and humanity. Every activity that the law violated about environment must be punished under the law. Protecting the nice living environment also including building morality, lifestyle, healthy behavior, and the friendly relationship between people, and removing the social evil of backward tradition or custom. The activity of tourist services are one of the basic activities promoting the value of heritages in the global geopark Đông Văn Karst Plateau, combining with protecting, promoting the value of heritages, contributing to improve material, mental life of all classes of people in the Karst Plateau. One of the most important rules of tourist service activity is history, stability, and length. The requirement of tourist service activity is facility, civilization, and comfort for visitors. Do not enter the park to explore, hunt, or gather the geological and geomorphology heritages and forest products in the karst plateau. Planting tree, planting forest in the place where you live, especially forest is the landscape, protecting special use forest. Protection forest, upstream forest to create the landscape, advantageous environment to protect the karst plateau. When visiting the karst plateau, you must obey strictly the regulation of global geopark Dongvan Plateau. Contributing to progress and campaign of classes of people to study and protect as well as promote the value of the park. Building the civilized lifestyle, building morality, friendly and truthful lifestyle in the community, especially the way to communicate with people who do not belong to this area as well as the foreign visitors. Introducing and advertising the value of heritage in the geopark to friends in the whole country, in the Asian area and in all over the world. Visitors coming to explore, travel, or study research. Here one of the basic activities to promote the value of geopark, and people must obey the regulation of visiting the park, no making bad effect to landscape of the park, visiting by following the maxim to leave anything where you have been to except footprint, do not taking anything belonging to the park but pictures. Global Geopark Dongvan Karst Plateau is extreme precious property of the ethnic minority group community in Hà Giang, Vietnam, and humanity. Protecting, embracing the promotion the value of heritages in the park as the benefit of each person living in the park, for family, for the whole country, and for humanity. This asks each one to be aware fully of the park value, contribute to protect and promote the heritage value of global geopark Dongvan Karst Plateau.